Intro, think you know big? Meet the giants of the skies and plains, ranked from 10 to 1. I invite you to join me on a brisk, breathless tour, feathered leviathans, earthbound titans, creatures that define scale in the avian world. YouTube 8-minute countdown. Quick facts. 1 chapter per bird. Country of origin, size, appearance, habitat. Ocean wanderers, mountain monarchs, colossal flightless beasts. Expect close-up details, surprising records, and the gentle cadence of nature's engineering. Stay with me. Some of the most remarkable entries are extinct, known only from bone and the echo of history. We celebrate the living and those we have lost, for understanding them teaches us to protect what remains. I begin on the rolling blue of the Southern Ocean, where the wandering albatross reigns as an aerial marathoner. From islands like South Georgia, Tristan da Cunha, this great seabird launches across endless swells, wings outstretched to nearly 3.5 meters. I watch it glide with the economy of a sailor reading the wind, scarcely beating those narrow, powerful wings. Its plumage is a tapestry of white, dusky brown, the hooked bill a tool honed for life at sea. It nests on remote subantarctic slopes, returning to a precise patch of earth after months aloft. I imagine the chick waiting in a shallow scrape as parents ferry squid, fish across an oceanic highway. The wandering albatross is a reminder of how flight can be a strategy for endurance and solitude. In its long wings, I see evolution's answer to ceaseless wandering. High above the jagged spine of the Andes, the Andean condor patrols the thermals, a silhouette that dominates the skyline, Colombia, Patagonia. With a wingspan approaching 3.3 meters, a colossal vulture built for soaring rather than pursuit. I often linger on its stark face, a bald head, a white neck ruff, and in the males, a pronounced carbuncle that speaks of age and status. Its black body is accentuated by pale patches on the wings. It nests on inaccessible cliffs, where pairs raise chicks away from ground predators and human disturbance. I am struck by its ecological role as both scavenger and sentinel, clearing the mountains of carrion and recycling life into the highland ecosystem. Watching a condor ride a thermal is watching patience and power conspire to conquer altitude. Chapter 3. On the dry savannas of Botswana and Namibia, the Kori bustard walks with deliberate, heavy steps, an emblem of terrestrial might. Standing up to 1.2 meters tall and weighing as much as 18 kilograms, it is famed as perhaps the heaviest bird capable of flight. I notice its mottled gray-brown plumage, a camouflage honed for wide, open vistas, and a long neck that surveys a habitat of grasses and low scrub. Kori bustards inhabit dry grasslands and sparse woodland, where they forage for insects, small vertebrates, seeds. Their courtship is theatrical, a slow inflation of the throat, a pompous display across a patch of earth. I am always humbled by how such a bulky form nevertheless achieves lift. For those short, powerful flights, a balance between weight, power, and the needs of a ground-dwelling lifestyle. Chapter 4. Where rivers widen into lakes and deltas spread their reeds, the Dalmatian pelican commands attention with a wingspan up to 3.5 meters and a presence that is unmistakable. From Eastern Europe to parts of Asia, this pelican prowls shallow waters, its huge bill and expandable pouch built for scooping fish. I note the shaggy nape plumes and a pale silvery to gray plumage which becomes suffused with orange during the breeding season. Nests are often built on small islands or reed beds, a partnership of fish-abundant waters and secluded banks. Watching pelicans feed is almost choreographic, the rhythmic dipping, the sudden expansion of the pouch, the skyward flapping to dislodge a catch. They are at once clumsy and elegant, powered by a wingspan that turns watery hunting into a grand spectacle. Chapter 5. Sweeping across the pampas of Argentina, the grasslands of Brazil, Bolivia, the greater rhea is a creature of speed and mass, reaching heights near 1.5 meters, weights over 20 kilograms. As a flightless bird, it relies on long legs, a powerful stride, to escape predators and traverse wide-open country. Its gray-brown plumage, long neck make it unmistakable against the flat horizon. Groups may move like blurred shadows at a distance. Rheas inhabit grasslands, savanna. Their foraging on plants and small animals shapes the vegetation mosaic. I have watched males stand sentinel over nests, a solitary guardian of the communal clutch. The greater rhea is a living declaration of how birds have repeatedly embraced running, becoming masters of terrestrial mobility. Chapter 6. Across the varied terrains of Australia, the emu strides with an ease born of evolutionary certainty, standing nearly 1.9 meters tall, weighing up to 45 kilograms. Shaggy brown-gray feathers, a long neck, strong legs, built to roam vast distances, searching for sparse food, seeking water. Flocks threading across open plains, moving through scrub, soft thudding steps, the rhythm of the outback. In woodlands, in grasslands, in semi-arid country, seasonal movements take them across huge swathes of continent. The male is primary incubator, a remarkable reversal, sitting stoically on eggs while the female wanders. Endurance written large, a bird that has made a continent its stage. Chapter 7. In the shadowed understory of New Guinea and northeastern Australia, the southern cassowary moves like a primeval machine, a vivid flash of blue, black plumage, helmet-like casque. Standing up to 1.8 meters and weighing between 30 and 70 kilograms, this bird combines spectacular color with terrifying power. Its bright blue neck and red wattles, the casque atop the head, serves functions we are still deciphering, from display to, ramming passage through dense foliage. Cassowaries inhabit tropical rainforests and wetlands, where their role as seed dispersers is profound, distributing the forest's large fruited trees. Yet they are also formidable defenders, equipped with a dagger-like inner toe claw capable of inflicting severe injury. I both admire and respect the cassowary, a creature of beauty that demands caution. Chapter 8. Nothing epitomizes avian gigantism like the ostrich, striding across African savannas and semi-desert with a neck extended toward the sun, reaching heights near 2.7 meters and weights that can exceed 100 kilograms. The Somali and common forms show regional variation, males often in stark black and white contrast, while females wear subtler grays and browns. Their long legs are pistons of speed, capable of outrunning most predators, while their massive bodies and powerful kicks are formidable defenses. Ostriches inhabit open country, where visibility and speed are the currency of survival, and their communal nesting behavior reveals complex social patterns. I am always taken by the juxtaposition, an animal so awkward-looking when still, yet so devastatingly efficient in motion. The ostrich is the great testament to flightlessness perfected by running. Well, it's really something. Chapter 9. We step now into the realm of ghosts and giants, the elephant bird of Madagascar, towering up to 3 meters and weighing perhaps 400 to 500 kilograms, an entity we know only from bones and the colossal remnants of eggs. Their eggs, some measuring roughly 160 centimeters by 125 centimeters, are profound artifacts of scale, each like a small canoe of shell. Though extinct, elephant birds shape their ecosystems as megafaunal herbivores and seed processors, and their demise speaks to human arrival and environmental upheaval. Handling a fragment of shell or a massive femur connects me to a world where birds reach sizes we can scarcely imagine today. In these relics, I see both wonder and a warning about fragility in the face of change. It's as sobering as it is awe-inspiring. Chapter 10. At the summit of our list stands Epiornis, the elephant bird in formal guise, the largest avian mass ever recorded, the finest example of Madagascar's lost magnificence. Based on fossil reconstructions, Aepyornis reached monumental proportions. Immense bodies supported by robust legs, towering silhouettes in bygone forests. We have flown and walked with giants, from the gliding, wandering albatross to the extinct majesty of Aepyornis, and each chapter has been a small window into nature's experiments and scale. Which giant surprised you most? Like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. More wildlife countdowns every week. I hope these portraits linger: the condor on a thermal, the cassowary in shadow, the hollow echo of a giant eggshell. Consider, too, the fragile line between survival and oblivion. Some of our subjects still roam, others exist only in bone and story. If these stories spark curiosity, let them also prompt care for habitats, for species, for the intricate balance that makes such diversity possible. Stay curious. There are bigger wonders above and below. It is important to separate living records from the extinct. Among living birds, the ostrich holds primacy by mass, yet when we include the past, Aepyornis redefines the ceiling. I reflect on how these extinct giants alter our perspective, challenging assumptions about the limits of bird size.